conditioning. Let's see how he sizes up.
Lee, that is the Arnold Classic champion of a week ago, Nick Walker, who just shook up the world of bodybuilding with his second pro win in this year, and he's making his debut at 26 years old here at the Olympia.
Yeah, he looks awesome, man. He looks great, nice and tight. You know, the deal is always being able to repeat a peak.
That's it.
That's the deal. You know,
it's not always easy to do.
No, it's not.
It's a lot easier when you're young, though. And he's one of the youngest in the open lineup.
Now, guys, there goes a question. The Arnold Classic was 2 weeks ago.
That's
How
right.
hard is it to hold that conditioning?
It's very hard to hold that conditioning. And, you know, from what I see, it's just a little bit soft.
There's a film over.
Yeah, it's a slight film.
And that's early because we got to compare him to the other guys. But yeah, lighting also plays a factor. This is the prejudging. It's a 2-day show.
That's right.
So the critique that we're giving right now, these guys can hear it and take it to work and make it work for them by tomorrow because they're going to pose all night tonight.
That's right. That's right. You know, they'll squeeze that extra little film off, and tomorrow could be a whole other ball game.
That's right. It's a marathon. You got 2 days.
Right.
Did you ever compete with a 2-day Olympia in your day?
No, we never had that.
1-day shot.
1-day shot, man. Prejudging in the morning, evening show, and there you go.
That's right. It was 30 years ago. Lee Haney in 1991 walked away from bodybuilding, winning right here in Orlando, Florida, defeating the Shadow, Dorian Yates, in his rookie debut attempt.
Boy, and for a man that doesn't look much over 30, that's pretty impressive.
Lee is the right old age. You're 61, right? You're 61?
61.
61 years young.
All right, guys, this is his first Olympia appearance. Coming in from Italy. He won the Mr. Big Evolution, took fourth at the Puerto Rico Pro. Andrea Presti.
Got a good package.
Little slight on the muscle, Lee, for his height.
Right.
Could have a little bit more body mass, body weight. You know, we've always said this, that the titles are won from the back, and that's part of the area he's got to bring up.
Yeah, lower back, you know, not as much density there, not as much thickness, so,
that comes from deadlifting or?
Well, it's come from some heavy bent over barbell rolls, heavy one-arm dumbbell rolls, and hyperextensions, weighted hyperextensions.
Right, he's got the width, just needs the thickness.
That's right. Beautiful shape.
Yeah.
Beautiful shape.
Well, and this is his first Olympia appearance, so welcome to the big leagues. Welcome to the show.
If you don't know, Lee, I'm trying to cow the bodybuilding because I try to find the weaknesses, right? You can see the strengths, but the weaknesses are the ones that hold you back. You got to figure out what those are so you go to the gym. And this is a guy that's got shape and balance. Patrick Moore won a competition earlier in the year.
I love Patrick Moore. When I first saw him, man, it totally blew me away. I understand Patrick was trained by Lee.
Yeah, he worked
Lee
with
Labrada,
Lee, I think
right?
so, yeah.
Looks great.
He was at the Labrada Classic a couple months ago when I was out there emceeing, and we got to chat, and he was certain he put on some quality mass.
Yeah.
And I see it.
I think Patrick won the California Pro earlier this year and was contemplating taking the rest of the year off, actually. And me and Bob had him on the Monday Night Muscle conversation, and we said, look, what are you waiting for? These opportunities may never come again.
Exactly.
You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You got to go. If you're qualified, you got to go, and he's here.
Looks good. Very good job. Could be just a little tighter, you know?
Yeah, of course, the skin's got a little bit of water underneath it.
But, you know, these two show events, I mean, it takes some science to really understand how to, you know, hit your timing just right with this.
Absolutely. But Patrick's a more popular bodybuilder based on his overall aesthetics.
Great shape. Great shape.
And a really inspiring persona on stage.
Yeah, beautiful personality.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Netherlands, the Conqueror, William Oden.
All right, William made it.
Now, this is Mr. Peak here. He always hits his peak.
He missed his peak 2 weeks ago because he couldn't get in to compete at the Arnold Classic.
Oh, my goodness.
So he saved it for this week, and let's find out what he's going to bring. All of about 5'6", 230 pounds, maybe?
It's a lot of muscle, baby.
Missing the Arnold didn't hurt Whitney Jones.
It look like it didn't hurt William either.
Sure doesn't.
Big, thick biceps. Arnold Classic champion. He's no stranger to the Olympia stage.
Now, Sean, how's this conditioning compared to last year and the year before?
That's a good question. I'm going to have to compare him with the other guys when they come out together. I like that his calves are popping. It's an area that a lot of black bodybuilders have struggled with, is the calves. And his calves are stand out along with his biceps. Short, compact, full chest, full arms. He's got peekaboo striations in the glutes.
I don't see anything missing with Williams. You know, he's not a real wide bodybuilder. Shoulder width is not that wide, but hey man, he works with what he has and he maximizes it.
That's what keeps him in the hunt.
That's right.
This guy's taking out much bigger bodybuilders. He's even beat Big Lonnie in the past.
Yeah. Really knows how to present. He understands and feels his body.
Yeah, he's won all over the world. I've witnessed this guy win in San Francisco's, I think it was the Golden State Championships. I witnessed him win, I think, over in Finland. And here he is, he won the Arnold Classic a couple of times. This guy's a real deal.
Oh, yeah. He's bringing it.
Now that's the pose I've seen it better. The midsection is short like Kai Green, but that's got to be really ripped up in order to hit that type of shot.
That's right.
It's not right now.
Now, Sean's got a ton of knowledge up there. Sean, who did he lose to at the last Arnold in 2018 or 2019? He took second.
Brandon Curry?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Egypt.
That's my $100, Lee.
If it was bodybuilding Jeopardy, I would want him.
Yeah, he lost to Brandon Curry, but he came back and he won the contest the next year. So Williams is a real deal. He's been hovering around the top for quite some time. He's got some nice big full quadriceps. Another Egyptian a la Big Rami. Holding some water.
Up above he is, but down below he certainly isn't.
You know, the quads are nice and full.
This is his first Olympia.
Oh, it is?
It is indeed.
Wow, he looks good. Very good shape. As Sherman was saying, he's holding this little, that film is on it.
Yeah, his quads are overpowering the hamstrings.
Yeah.
The hands are almost invisible by comparison to the quadriceps, especially from the rear. And of course, the back has a nice little film of water and he needs that density you were talking about, Lee. Maybe a little bit more heavy lifting to build up the thickness.
Yeah.
Got plenty of width.
Now, Lee, Rich asked earlier how to qualify and either win a competition, or he actually did 6 competitions with 4 top 5s. So he racked up the points working hard.
Yes. Sure did.
He stayed ready for a long time.
And that's hard when you're trying to peak at the end. You're trying to stay ready.
That's right.
Lee, you only did 1 show a year pretty much your entire career after you earned your pro status.
Yeah, you know, Robbie Robertson said something to me early in my career. He said, Lee, if you want to keep the body nice and fresh and healthy and keep your systems excited for the next event, don't overtrain it. Don't overstress it. Right. And that's what I made sure I didn't do. So when I did hit that 1 show for the year,
you were ready.
I was ready.
Well, that's what I'm saying. These guys that get here on points, they run out of gas by the time they get here because they're having to do this peaking thing all the time, and it doesn't always translate on the big day.
Sure doesn't. You can tell it's tired muscle.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Tough enough for 1 show. Multiple.
Akeem Williams.
This would be a multiple for Akeem. We saw him earlier this year in Chicago. Actually, he was in Atlanta at the Chicago Pro. And we saw him 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't popping for him there in Columbus, Ohio. Just at first blush, I don't know that there's a whole lot of more detail that was added to him from Ohio. But bodybuilders, sometimes when they pose, they come alive.
You know, John, one of the secrets that we used back some years ago, I learned this from Albert Becker. You know, the night before the competition, man, you would go to either hit a sauna or steam.
Yeah.
You would go through your mandatory poses, at least 3 times, holding each for about 10 seconds.
Sweat the
And
water
it would
out.
squeeze the water out.
Right.
So the next morning, in our case, because that was the prejudging, we were ready to peak. We didn't have to wait till the evening in order for the muscle to pop.
I think you're giving away